MSDx provides a personalized medicine solution for diseases that affect the brain. Damage to the brain can be devastating, and today there are over 6 million patients that suffer with various brain disorders, and we're focused on multiple sclerosis, traumatic brain, and Parkinson's disease. Today, this continues to be one of the frontiers in medical science, and there's a real need for these kinds of tools to help make breakthrough discoveries in the different disease mechanisms that affect the brain. We refer to our technology as window into the brain. MSDx is commercializing blood testing products to be used to monitor patients that suffer with various brain diseases. So our products help provide the physicians with vital information to help make treatment decisions. This helps them ensure the patient is on the right therapy. Our products can also be used by researchers. This helps them make discoveries of the various disease mechanisms that are often studied in brain diseases. And then third, our products can be used in drug discovery by the pharmaceutical companies. This helps them make breakthroughs in the various drugs for the treatments in disease, as well as makes their clinical trials more cost-effective, more efficient, and getting the drug out to the market sooner. Again, ultimately, our products, window into the brain, provide important information to help improve the quality of patient care, as well as make it less costly.
The novelty of our approach is rather than looking for chemicals or proteins that are circulating in the blood, we're actually looking at what's going on inside a type of white blood cell, which is a phagocytic cell. Phagocytic means a cell that eats things. Now, when there's damage in any tissue, these phagocytes are recruited into the tissue to clear up the injury. They gobble up the debris, if you like. And the dogma has been that these cells don't come back into the blood circulation. But no reason's been given, so we thought, well, why wouldn't some of them come back? And so we looked for them in the blood, and they're there. We can find brain molecules inside these white blood cells in the circulation. Now, the function of a phagocyte is to chew this all up and dispose of it. So what this means is that we can tell what's happening actively in this patient, because after 2 or 3 days, you wouldn't be able to detect this in these phagocytes because they've degraded it all. So in a sense, what we're doing is utilizing these white blood cells as a kind of a shuttle that goes into the brain, gobbles up the debris, and comes back out again. And so it's like a brain biopsy without actually putting a needle into the brain. It's not quite a biopsy, but it gives you an idea of what we're doing. And so the cargo that's carried by these white blood cells carries information that's useful for a neurologist and for a neuroscientist to evaluate what's going on in the brain at any given period in time. The marker approach we have with the phagocytes solves a lot of technical problems in that, well, one, it's very inexpensive. Two, it's quite simple. It utilizes blood, so you don't have all this very expensive imaging equipment that you have to use with MRI. And it enables frequent testing. Frequent testing is an absolute necessity for a neurologist to monitor a patient effectively. And so we have the solution that the neurologists are virtually crying out for.
The MSDx panel of blood testing products can be used to monitor the over 6 million patients that suffer with various brain disorders. And our company is focused on multiple sclerosis, traumatic brain injury, and Parkinson's disease. So who ultimately is our customer? First of all, there are over 13,000 neurologists around the country that care for patients with brain disease. Our research products can be used to serve as tools for the over 30,000 neuroscientists that study various disease mechanisms that affect brain disorders. And then finally, our clinical products can be sold to the over 6,000 hospital laboratories that do patient testing. And in this case, they'd use our products, window into the brain.
So our product is going to measure that. We measure disease activity through a novel process, which we call window into the brain, and it can be done repetitively and inexpensively, and the neurologist will get a lot of information from this test that will be beneficial to his patient.
So clearly there's an unmet need in studying brain disease. We have an innovative technology that solves this need. We have a proven team that's come together that's been in place for over 4 years, and we have a chance to make a difference in a very devastating disease.